Well, I'm trying to figure out here what kind of trouble I can get myself into with this Dell Optiplex GX280 system. I also might try to get myself into the same kind of trouble with the GX270 system. What am I talking about? Well, I'm going to try to install the Windows 10 preview on this computer, and I've got the product key written down. Yes, everybody can go ahead and copy that because it's the exact same product key for everybody that uses it, at least as far as I can tell. So go ahead. Here's your chance. If you want to do the Windows 10 preview for yourself, just go ahead and go to Google, type in Microsoft Insider, and a link will appear to download Microsoft Windows 10 Preview Edition. You will be provided with a product key as soon as you go to that page, and you'll get two download links that say 32-bit or 64-bit. I'm downloaded the 32-bit in question because I'm going to try it on multiple systems. So I'm going to cheat a little bit on this system. This is not entirely a 100% bone stock original GX280. This is running 3 gigabytes of DDR2 memory in it and a GeForce 7600 GT video card. But I'm going to shoot for the moon a little bit more here and go all the way, or at least, well, some of the way anyway. My previous experience with Windows 8 has been that it's kind of hit or miss when it comes to these older video cards, whether or not it's going to support them correctly or not. And what I mean by that is actually having the proper driver to run the video card as opposed to just running the Microsoft default graphics adapter driver, whatever they call it. So this video card has worked in the past with Windows 8, GeForce 9800 GT, so I'm going to put this in the system, and I'm going to put this Velociraptor 150 gigabyte drive in the system because I really don't want to delete the Windows XP installation. It's on the 80 gig hard drive right now in the system, so this is what we're going to do with this system. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started here. The upgrades are installed. Now time for Windows 10. Alright, so here we go. We're booting off the DVD. Should be at the installation screen any minute, assuming this doesn't crash and burn during this step. Okay, this looks exactly like Windows 8. Auto set on the screen here, you stupid thing. Okay, let's go ahead and install now. You can see we got the, well, we did have the evaluation copy message at the bottom there. Well, it recognized there was a floppy disk. That's kind of interesting. Of course, Windows 8 does too. Yes, this is pre-release software, and I carefully read all that, and I agreed to those terms because I have no choice if I want to use that. Let's do a custom install. We're going to go ahead and delete that. We'll just do a new. Yes, I ensured that everything was met. And there we go. So we'll come back to this in a few minutes here. Windows 10 is finished installing. We're greeted with a white screen set up for you so you can get going fast. Okay, well, we'll just go ahead and use the Express settings. Why not? Username, I'm going to do Wow. You actually get to set up a username and a password without it being tricked to sign into a Microsoft account, which then you have to go into create new account and say, no, I actually want to use a real local user account like Windows 8.1 did and 8.1.1. So I like that. Hi, we're setting things up for you. You can see I've installed Windows 8 far too many times. Installing your apps. Yes, you are. Yeah, I'm well aware that I can do that. Blippity 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 blip. Taking care of a few things, okay. TikTok. TikTok. Okay, this is definitely taking a little while. Don't turn off your PC. Okay, no, just kidding. Wonder if Jimmy Johns could get here faster than this thing could get done. I was watching a new video from B. Bishop. Guess we could watch that while we're waiting for this.
For the tape position. This is a very inexpensive camcorder for its time period.
Okay.
Sylvania wasn't really the go-to brand for high-tech gadgets.
Come on, pause. Okay. Okay. Windows 10 Pro Technical Preview Evaluation Copy, build 9926. Okay. This looks a little bit different than Windows 8.1.1. Just a little bit. I kind of like that background. So one thing I always hated about these Windows technical previews is I always put backgrounds in here that are really nice and really cool, and then they don't put them in the actual printed, stamped, and finished revision of the operating system. So let's see what happens here. So we've got a recycle bin. Okay, what do we have for our right click? Looks like the standard Windows 7 and Windows 8 menu there. Looks like the standard Windows 8 here for the desktop. Let's see what kind of backgrounds we have on the technical preview here. Well, I can see one problem now. Look at that. I'm not doing anything here. Something's not happy here. That was weird. So I'd say that must be kind of a bug right there. I can't select the technical preview windows there. It keeps doing that. And now I can, there we go. Okay, so that's cool. And there's our beloved start menu. Let's see if I can get the resolution up here. Well, apparently it didn't install the video driver. I'm gonna have to hook this thing up to the internet, I guess. What do we have under settings here? This has more of a feel of Office 2013 to it, with this white on kind of gray or blue colored there icons. Windows isn't activated. No shit, Sherlock. There we go. Okay, that doesn't seem to work either. Okay. I'm going to install a wireless card in this thing. You can see they've changed the minimize, expand, and close window buttons there a little bit. Search the web and Windows. That might be kind of cool. So I'm going to do one thing here. I'm going to shut this thing down. How do we do? Okay, we've got a power off button right there. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and install a wireless card in this thing, and let's see if Windows 10 can pick that up here. Okay, so I've got my USB wireless card installed, so we're going to go ahead and connect it here to the wireless. This is kind of a nice screen to do this with. Tell you what, this thing boots up wicked hellaciously fast. I would say it boots up even slightly faster than Windows 8 did, which is hard to believe, but it did. So let's go ahead and see if we can activate this fun little box here. Windows isn't activated. Well, yeah, I know. Activate online, sure. Windows can't be activated. Do we have internet? You know, it's weird they give you a product key when you go to that website, but that doesn't ask you to put that product key in. I wonder if I have to run the SLUI-3 or 4 or whatever it is command to be able to change the product key. Oh, we got a smiley face up here. Let us know what you think. Well, so far I don't really have much of a problem with it. I'm downloading a massive file right now on my internet on another computer, so the internet is a little bit bogged down at the moment here, so at least I'm assuming that's why it is. You can see some of this didn't even come up. Let's see what version of Exploder we're running here. Exploder 11, okay. So let's just see here. I want to run. Okay, so the right click still works. You still get the same pop-up menu that you did before. That's kind of nice. I really like this pop-up menu. I'm really glad they didn't get rid of that. Okay, so let's go to the command prompt with admin privileges. SLUI, I think it's SLUI-4. Let's see here. I could be wrong about that. Or maybe it's just SLUI-4. No, that's to activate by phone. Okay, so 3. Aha, there we go. Alright, so we're going to put, let's see here, NKJFK. Surprised the next two letters aren't JR. Let's see, GPHP7, G8C3J, P6, JXR. And if I'm typing this wrong, please feel free to correct me. Although you obviously can't, but hey, I'm sure you'd want to correct me through the computer screen, right? RJR. What happens if we put that in there? Well, it's definitely thinking pretty hard here. Thanks, you're all done. Cool. Okay. So does that mean I am activated now? It still has a technical preview thing down there. Yeah, looks like we're activated, so... Okay, cool. So, let's see here, what do I want to do now? Let's do the, I guess we'll do the Windows updates here. I'm actually downloading the video card driver for this thing. It's a problem installing updates. Well, that sucks. Let's see what we got for advanced options here. I don't think I want to do automatic updates. Notify to schedule restart. Choose how preview builds are installed, slow or fast. Getting builds fast means you'll see new things sooner. Getting builds slower could mean more solutions are available for issues. Okay. What does this privacy statement say here? Wait a minute. Oh, you bastard. Advanced options. Privacy statement. You click on privacy statement, and I'm half expecting there to be something that says here what kind of rights that Microsoft will force you to violate, or what rights Microsoft will require you to allow them to violate. Let's see what this privacy statement says here. Microsoft manage my Microsoft advertising and other personalization info. What the hell is this? Why you see personalized ads. Advertising keeps many of the services you use free of charge, and we work hard to ensure that the ads you see are safe and relevant to your interests. Okay, so what is this? What does this apply to? What portion of the Microsoft operating system or their software does this apply to? See, this is the kind of bullshit that I really get frickin' tired of, you know. I don't want personalized ads on my operating system. Now, maybe this is just for the preview edition. That doesn't matter. It's an operating system. It's not a box to sell me things, Microsoft. Oh. So I'm going to hold this up to the camera. You can go ahead and pause that and read that for yourself if you would like to. Okay, I'll have to read that later. May contain internet-enabled features and social functionality. When these features are used, they transmit certain standard computer information, standard computer data, quote-unquote, to Microsoft. It's kind of funny how people back in the 90s used to accuse Microsoft of spying on people's computers and data being sent to them. And Microsoft said, oh, no, we don't do that. Oh, there's more down here. Yeah, at any point you can pause this and read it for yourself. Of course, this is the policy to the preview program, so I don't know if this is going to be the same for the released version of Windows 10. Well, since the Windows updates don't work, apparently, that kind of sucks. I do think I am already liking this a lot better than Windows 8.1.1. There's definitely things about Windows 8.1.1 that I got used to, such as this right-clicking down here at the Start menu to bring up this more advanced control bar right here to get to things more quickly. That's something I really do like about 8 and 8.1 and 8.1.1 is right click and you can go to your device manager, your system, your power options. You can go to all this stuff right away instead of having to go to the control panel. Although it would be nice if Microsoft thought about putting printers and devices in this menu. That would be really nice, Microsoft. Put printers and devices in here. That would help. That'd be nice. But anyway, they probably won't. I suppose you can go here and do it, you know. But, you know. Other devices. Dell USB keyboard. Firebird USB flash drive. There's our monitor. There's my wireless. Driver is unavailable. Well, I am running a Windows 7 driver on this, so. And it does work. USB input device. It's assuming, of course, that it's a mouse. Which it is a mouse, but since it doesn't actually say it's a mouse, well, mouse and touchpad. Select your primary button. Yeah, this has a much more Office 2013 feel to it, the way they got the coloring and the menus and stuff set up here, the color of the buttons and stuff like that. Here's one thing that I do find funny about Windows 8, 8.1, 8.1.1 is the color of these icons and the tiles and things like that. Looks an awful lot, pretty much the same as those symbols that have been on the back side of many computers for 15 years now, to indicate your keyboard and your printer and your mouse and things like that. I always thought that was kind of funny. Well, I got to get the video driver installed on this thing before I can really actually test it, and that's what I'm downloading right now. So let me go ahead and get that installed. I'm going to pause the video, and thanks to the magic of video editing, we'll be back in a snappy flash. Alright, let's see what happens here when I go ahead and try to install these Nvidia graphic drivers here. I don't want to do Nvidia update. No, thank you. These are the drivers for Windows 8. So far it seems to be going. Half expected to come up with an error saying this isn't the correct operating system. Hey, look at that. Would you like to install the drivers? Yes, I indeed wholeheartedly wish to install the drivers. Okay. That's kind of a... Okay. I have a mouse cursor. Okay. I'm actually quite surprised. Just a blippity blip. Now Windows is finally deciding it needs to adjust its desktop settings appropriately, but our taskbar is still kind of shrunken down for some reason. Go on here. Actually, I want to do the screen resolution. It's already set to that, but our taskbar is still shrunken for some reason. So I'm going to go ahead and reboot this thing. Okay, there it goes. Finally, Jeepers Criminy, Windows. Let me select the shutdown, please. Golly. Let's see how fast this thing boots up. And shuts down. Okay. Dell Pentium 4 hyper-threaded processor. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's taking a little bit longer now with that Nvidia driver installed than it did before with the Microsoft driver. Wow, that really slowed it down putting that Nvidia driver on here. Still not too bad. At some point it updated and installed the audio driver here for me without telling me it was doing so. Sweet. One less thing I have to do. Let's see how this search the web thing works here. I'm here to assist you. Oh no. This is kind of like Clippy. Cortana. Your super assistant. I'm surprised it doesn't speak. I'm here to help you research things. No, I don't want to use anything like that. Well, I guess why not? Oh, I don't want to use a Microsoft account. No thanks. Maybe one day later I'll do that. Well, I brought something up here. Bing image of the day. Aspen Forest. Popular now. The Bean is selling a car for $15 million. Look at that. Search. Okay. I just want to search. No, see, I don't want it. That's kind of annoying for that to come up every freaking time. But let's just see what Lindsay Lohan's been up to. Okay. There we go. No files found. Okay. Of course, we go to Bing. Lindsay Lohan is posing half naked. Sweet. Although, there's some photos of her that she's not too bad to look at, and then there's other ones that are just kind of like, yuck. Alright, let's try that again here, just for shits and giggles. Let's see here. Let's do... Let's do Taylor Swift here. Taylor Swiftie. Okay, let's take a little better, closer look at this. Taylor Swift, let's do a Bing search here. Taylor Swift disqualified from Hottest 100. Oh, poor girl. Age 25, yeah. I guess she's legal. 5'10". She's about the right height. Romance. These are people she's dated. Oh boy. People also search for Katy Perry. Bing videos. YouTube. See more videos. Let's just see what happens when I play YouTube on this thing. I'm surprised it's not bringing up her current video here. There it is. Well, this isn't what I thought was going to happen. So far, I'm not really terribly thrilled with Bing. How about we just go to YouTube? That's a several seconds or third or fourth time or fifth time, or how many times that's been that that screen has flickered like that.
Nine Inch Nails on the way, the perfect drug. You can stimulate that. So gravity kills naked. Man's Chinese. Also stand man number 31 listener file caught up
for a weekend. So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over.
Alright. So, this is kind of interesting, but something doesn't like that video card for some reason. Do kind of like this, although I find these to be kind of pointless. I don't really use these too much, but in the Windows 8.1 world anyway. But I suppose if they're there and easy to get to, I suppose I might consider using them more. Then again, we got to remember this is the preview edition, so things are going to change probably. Did the Microsoft Management Console something or another just came up and... What is this? Display correctly? Yes. Okay, that's kind of annoying. See, they've changed some of the folder icons on here. I kind of like those. Definitely bright and colorful, that's for sure. Recent files. I don't know. I didn't even access both of these. I just ran the driver went and searched for the driver in the device manager. I don't know why it's bringing those up, but whatever. I wonder where Microsoft hides the pictures for the desktop. Well, speaking of that, let's just go in here and see if that strange behavior is still here with the Windows driver installed. Yeah, no. No, well, yeah. Yep, it still does that. Golly. How about we just stretch that out all the way? Okay. This seems a little sluggish in here. I'm going to have to maybe try this on a more modern computer than this, but apparently you can't select more than one background picture at a time. Apparently it's changing the color of the windows as well here when I change the background color. Background image there. That's kind of strange. It doesn't say these are themes, but it's kind of behaving as such. So I finally got the Windows Update to go ahead and find some updates. It is in fact downloading the driver for the 9800 GT right now. It's also updating one of the technical preview updates right there, and they're also doing a definition update for the Windows Defender. Woo! Well, after updating the video driver, here's what we've got now.
Let's be friends. I'm dying to see how this one ends. Grab your passport and my hand. I can make the bad guys good for a weekend. So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over, if the high was worth the pain.
Quite a bit better than it was, that's for sure. And no more screen flickering. Look at that. So I think we got that problem licked. We got the audio installed. Everything seems to be working, so that's cool. Not too bad for a 10-year-old machine. Granted, the video card's a little bit newer than that, but shh, don't tell anyone.
I will never be a star.